And hello, everybody. So I'm Jüri, and I come from Estonia, from a company called Weekdone. How many of you actually know what your teammates did last week? Or how many know what their next week's plans are? When we talk to managers or employees at any company, most say that they don't. Weekdone is a very easy to see visual dashboard and weekly email reporting tool generating reports that everybody actually reads. I used to be a sales and marketing director at a 600-person IT services company, and I had around 10 teams reporting to me. Managing that without any tools was quite impossible. As consumers, we have millions of apps at our fingertips, especially on mobile and tablets, to understand what's going on, what's happening. Managers, people at companies, nah, they have just Excel sheets and mostly email. Using unstructured email for any kind of reporting is quite silly. It's almost like keeping your phone book in a text file without any address book application. Weekdone is easy. It takes just a few minutes to fill in a form of things, what you did last week, what you plan to do next week, or what kind of ideas your employees have. We make it also easy not to duplicate data, to import from sources like Jira, Asana, and all the other business tools in the future as well. Based on the textual report and data we get, we provide a very easy to understand visual report, making sure that the analytics dashboard helps manager and all the other people in the company to focus on who are the people and teams who to talk to, and we make actionable analytics. Many analytics are too beautiful to look at, but you don't know what you need to do. We give you suggestions on what to do. We launched earlier this year, started charging over the summer. We have now over 50 paying teams across all industries, and 1/3 of the 50+ paying teams started paying actually during last month. So the growth is accelerating. Revenue is still at few $1,000s per month, but growing as well. And we are used by both startup teams and medium-sized companies, as well as teams at established companies, be it Autodesk, Expedia, Shazam, many of the other brand names you actually know. These are the companies who have everything already in a way. They have task management, they have Salesforce, and still they come to us saying that these tools are not good enough to understand what's happening in their companies. We charge a few dollars per employee per month, hoping to grow to up to $10 per employee per month in the future as our value grows. We have currently 5 people, both in Estonia as well as in New York in the US. Some of us have worked together actually for 10+ years. We have exits in the field of HR and recruitment software already. We have also won awards on design side, and we are looking to grow people both on the development as well as sales and marketing side. We raised recently a $200K round from Kima Ventures and people behind Skype and Russian largest social network on Odnoklassniki, and looking to grow to raise our next big round in 6 to 9 months' time. We believe this can become big. $100 billion, like Dr. Evil said. Well, maybe not so much, but we believe that based on the foundation of having a product that has teams and people built into, we can build a large-scale European enterprise software company really competing with the likes in the future of SAP, Oracle, or anybody else. Thank you. Have a look at Weekdone. Try it out in your teams and give us feedback. Thank you.
Was good. How do you think about the sales process? In the meaning, so if I saw some quite impressive names in terms of some of your existing enterprise customers, but who is the first user? Right? Are you going to target the IT administrator at all? Are you going to start from the sales function? Are you going to start from the CEO? How are you going to make this viral inside the enterprise?
Well, actually, we see that managers in different professions talk to each other quite a lot. So we have seen that let's say the technology technology managers suggested to their sales manager or marketing person and so on. Around 1/3 of, or maybe 40% of our users are in technology and development teams, but that's followed by really finance, sales, marketing. So part of what we do is between team-to-team communications, making sure that the HR people know what development does, development knows what sales does, and so on. It's not just inside the team. We usually start from one manager, 5 to 10 persons, and we actually grow that to 25, 50, 100 persons, and so on, and starting to get these 100+ teams using our now as well. And I think in marketing, we are a mix of both content marketing, we do like blogging, search engine optimization part, as well as recommendations between managers. So both inside the company and from one company to another. So the report is such a beautiful thing that quite often they show it to another person actually to show that, look what I've got.
So is there virality built into the product so that someone can take it into use and just use it for reporting, and then it goes to someone else, and then they can take it and continue, or is it imposed by the manager from top down to the people that, hey, now we use this tool?
Well, actually both, because companies are so different. We have seen some places where it's really manager-driven, but at the same time we are used quite a lot in small companies and startups, which are very flat actually. So there is both the manager aspect and manager knowing what people are doing, as well as team deciding that let's just use this to save time from, let's say, our weekly meetings. It saves quite a lot of time from many companies, like these weekly meetings they actually do. And yes, these reports get passed around and sent to other managers, sometimes investors, board members, advisors, and so on to spread the word.
Right. So how much do you have to predefine the report or reporting idea beforehand? I mean, is it because there has been project management tools, numerous in the world, and typically they fail in that nobody wants to set up the project, and then after that they fail because nobody wants to fill in the reports.
You can actually start using it just based on the best practice reports. We have a couple of templates you can choose, but we have one template which is based on the PPP methodology, plans, progress, and problems. That's something that's used by like accelerators like Seedcamp, companies like Skype, eBay, and so on, but also some other like well-known templates like Google uses Google snippets inside their company. Basically, yes, you can just sign up, invite your people, and you don't have to do anything. But of course, many companies add their own questions, like give one good idea or suggestion what our company could do better next week. So it's not just tasks, it's also the company happiness and very kind of soft cultural questions, which quite often differ in companies. And you can choose also templates. Let's say if you use it just for his sales team, you can choose a sales template and report kind of major wins and losses. So we are being used next to Salesforce even to do that. So because in task managers, CRMs, and so on, there is a lot of kind of data in there, but nobody has time to read it, what other person or other team is doing.
There is quite limited features today compared to all the stack what the companies are using typically. Who are your friends and enemies out of the software that companies are using, or is it just a standalone from your perspective?
Well, iPhone and iPad functionality is limited as well, and that's what makes it actually usable and used a lot. We are very kind of design-driven, and we believe into these simple products. So that's why actually these companies like us, and they hate products like many of the CRM and task management products. We currently import just, since we are just starting, import data from Jira and Asana, but we'll be adding imports from everything. From we have requests for Basecamp, Trello, Salesforce, time tracking tools, and so on. So, and the thing is that most companies use multiple tools. That's our advantage. So they want to actually import from different tools.
So in which segments is this mostly valuable or even critical, or is it just a nice to have for everyone?
My big belief is that we want to make companies better. And making companies better means that inside the company, different teams talk to each other. So we sometimes start from development or technology or sales or marketing, but we believe the value is if the whole company actually uses it.
What's the company in the world that inspires you the most to do what you're doing?
I think, these companies are not companies that are in our kind of exact field. Maybe Apple inspires me the most, actually, to make tools that are easy to use, or to maybe some car companies like Tesla that innovates, that does beautiful design, that is very easy to use, and build products that people really, really love, that are not pushed on them, actually, by the managers and so on, and you have to use it, actually. So we want to build tools that both employees and managers really, really love.
Wow, that would be a first enterprise where users can love their product.
I used to work for SAP, so.
I used to sell SAP as well, and I'm not being a fan of it, actually. So.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.